time for the 2017 NBA playoffs to begin. We kick off in Cleveland, Ohio for the Pacers and the Cavaliers. Game one in the best-of-7 opening round series. A sellout crowd at the Quicken Loans Arena. The defending champs, though, finished second in the East. That's why they face Indiana, who needed to win 5 in a row to end the regular season just to clinch their playoff spot. Boston, of course, getting the top spot. They'll open up against the Chicago Bulls. James inside, kicks it out. Love, open three.
Incredible vision, on-point pass. I mean, how many small forwards have we seen in the history of the game that can make that pass?
As Richard Jefferson lines it up and knocks down the three. James gets inside and draws the foul. Seraphin picks up his first. Three-pointer from the corner from George won't go. Thompson, quick outlet. James on the run. Bumps into George, spins, layup, it's good. James posting up Stevenson. Backs in, spins, count it, and a foul. Methodically getting to the rim. And he said he doubted when he first came back. He said guys were blowing past him, guys that he could cover easily before the injury, and it just took some time. James and the foul. Drives in, powers his way, and another chance for a three-point play. Pass inside, Love gets good position. 12 points for Love. Inside, and a bullet pass. James with his 5th assist.
They're really picking the Pacers apart offensively, whether it be pick and roll or great ball movement, using Kyle Korver as a guy coming off screens. Got their hands full with the options that LeBron has with the ball in his hand.
Alley-oop to James. Again, despite the phenomenal shooting, Cleveland's lead is just 5 as we approach a minute remaining. Irving trying to draw a foul, gets the whistle and one. He felt Teague behind him and stopped and drew the contact and a chance for a three-point play. James drives past Seraphin, gets inside, banks it home, and the foul. An unstoppable force to the rim. Mismatch with James being guarded by Teague. 4 to shoot. Nobody comes to help, and James easily puts it in.
Coach, you got to get help from somewhere. You can't live with Jeff Teague defending LeBron James by himself.
This time James, a corner three, drills it. That's his first three-pointer, the team's 7th in the lead, back up to 8. James, Thompson the finish. Another beautiful pass for his 9th assist, and Tristan Thompson having a big impact on this game. 8 points, 9 rebounds. 4 to shoot. James steps back. Three-pointer. It's good. LeBron James, 22 points. He's 8 of 9 from the field.
And Jeff Teague taken low again by LeBron James after the switch.
James out to Channing Frye for 3. Puts it in. Largest lead of the game.
They're finding LeBron James being defended by smaller guys, and he's continuing to make great decisions, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Knocked away, back up, knocked away again, trying to get it, loses it to James. 2-on-1, Jefferson, back to James! Shot clock at 4. James drives all the way to the rim, rolls around and drops through. 29 for LeBron James. 6 to shoot. James on the drive to the rim. He stayed down for a moment trying to draw a foul, didn't get the call. As Stevenson has the other way. Teague is on James again. James drives to the basket, gets inside, and draws the foul.
During that timeout.
George, long three-pointer. It's good. Paul George from way downtown, and it's back to a one-point game. 7 to shoot. James for 3. Rebound, Stevenson, timeout, Indiana. James hovering, goes to double team. They look to get it out of George's hands. 4 seconds to go. Miles puts up the jumper. Won't go. Game over. Cavs survive.
LeBron, what were you thinking when C.J. Miles got that shot off?
Don't go in, and anybody but Paul George can take that last one, and we live with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was the strategy just to keep the ball away from Paul?
Yeah, get the ball out of his hands. You know, Coach did a great job of calling out one of our sets that we work on defensively every single day, and we executed it.
I know you got the win, a one-point game, but the first thing I said to you before we came on camera, are you happy? You feel good about the win?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter how you get a win in the playoffs. It's how you get a win, and we won up. So we're going to, I think with a series, you get better as the games go on. So we will look at the film tomorrow, see ways we can get better going into Monday.
How do you think you guys played defensively? So much has been said about the defense coming in.
I think the effort and energy was there, but we still got to clean some things up as far as X's and O's, but the fight was there.
All right, thanks. Congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you.
Mike.
With lots of whams with the right hand, Joe, presented by AT&T. As the Cavaliers come ready again to defend the land on the shores of Lake Erie, taking on Indiana in Game 2, the opening round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, right here, right now, on Fox Sports Ohio. Into a double team for cutting the yard. Hey! Blotted out by the Cavaliers.
Good defense, everybody.
LeBron push up. Now LeBron's got Teague on him. He backed him down repeatedly in Game 1 in this situation. Keegan knock away. Got to repost him. Plenty of time. Goes right at him. Lost the ball. Gathers. Tough angle. Shot that he hits. He had to work for it.
Teague, there's not much he can do. He made him work for it, but LeBron still had the opportunity.
The trailer is George. Finally missed one from three-point land. 11-7 Cavs down 4. Got to get number 2 going. Sends it. And leads and hits.
Right on time, partner. Got to get number 2 going, and he's deep in the queue.
LeBron turned that corner. Thompson up and under move, and he scored on a soft touch.
LeBron James attacking the hoop. Double team, finishing the job.
Monte Ellis attacking inside a Turner. Double clutch because of defense. Third opportunity. And too many opportunities as it turned out, as they will shoot 2, presumably here.
Exactly right.
LeBron the fadeaway. And he did a tough shot in the eyeball of Paul George.
Fall back, baby, from the corner, LeBron James.
16-12, winding Golders. Team with a live dribble. Knocked away by Kyrie Irving. Ahead to LeBron James, the Space Jam!
Good defense, Kyrie, and then LeBron takes off, throws the hammer down. But defense leads to offense. That's who the Cavaliers are.
Over right back to LeBron. Takes his time. Scores. Good ball movement there. He's out there with Korver, Fry, Williams, and Jefferson. They counter with Stevenson at the point. LeBron awaiting that screen from Jefferson. On the attack, got the angle on Miles. And a soft touch for Richard Jefferson. Good attack.
He got a good angle that time.
LeBron gets the angle, sends it, and hits it coolly, calmly. Knocks it down 38-29. LeBron turns the corner. Shaking the leg. LeBron James.
All it takes is an opportunity to turn the corner. And LeBron James throws the hammer down.
Darren Williams. Got it good. He's hotter than a blowtorch. Darren Williams has 3 triples. LeBron against Thaddeus Young will go right at him. The fall away. Oh, he can't miss. Too easy for the King. Putting on a show. He's got 16.
They let him get inside that lane. That's what 2 years ago everybody was wondering about whether he's going to do it. LeBron has changed his game.
George hits a tough one off the pick and roll. He's got 14.
Yeah, you have to pick your poison. You either go under the pick, over top of the pick, and you got to stay on him though.
LeBron change gears. Kevin Love wide open 3. The bottom. That's called drive and kick. 56-43.
No, from LeBron.
Teague against LeBron James. As LeBron shut his water off. Cavaliers get it back. LeBron James against Monte Ellis. Backs him down. Inside. Too easy. LBJ to the hole. Monte Ellis needs some help. 74-63. LeBron crosses over. Inside against C.J. Miles like he wasn't there.
When they spread the floor, they put Love on the wing. LeBron attacks the left side, because they know that everybody's going to be focused on Love. Good basketball since then.
Miles bounces off LeBron inside of Korver. So Kyle Korver gets on the score sheet on a rare score at the rim. Right back to 23. Against Miles. Created some space. The fall away. Hit a tough shot. And he made it look easy.
LeBron James with a turnaround jump shot over top of C.J. Miles.
So 23-4-23. Pass over the top. LeBron James saw it coming. Scooped inside and said, Thaddeus Young, I don't think so.
Right. A lot of it.
5 to shoot against Turner. Going to work. One man to beat, Paul George. Oh, soft touch off a rubber rim. Like a feather, LeBron James.
He did a good job of stopping on a dime and floating it for 2.
Teague, back to Turner, going to work. Oh, LeBron James said, not this time. Not in your lifetime. Cavalier basketball. No, it's Indiana ball, excuse me. But 113-106 as LeBron James slammed the door.
Get that weak stuff out of here.
LeBron James up the floor, and the white flag will be raised.
Yep, that's it.
Cavaliers take a 2-0 lead. A white and gold postseason winner. And in NBA history, when a team takes a 2-0 lead, they are successful 94% of the time.
This series has shifted to the Midwest. We welcome you from downtown Indianapolis. Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and a sellout expected, a gold out here in the home of the Indiana Pacers, and the lead antagonist has arrived. LeBron James, 19 straight first-round wins in the playoffs. He puts that on the line tonight. It's Game 3. The Cavs, the 2 seed, and the 7 seed, the Pacers. The winner here will match up against Toronto and Milwaukee. That game starting in about an hour over on NBA TV.
You know, right now, since Paul George came out and said, I wish I'd got the ball back, and Lance Stevenson was acting up, a lot of the talk right now is about what's wrong with the Indiana Pacers, and nothing that a good win tonight wouldn't solve for the Indiana Pacers.
LeBron James hits his first try. George with the shot clock at 2. Can't hit the 3. James there with the rebound. Now in Game 2, LeBron didn't even shoot for the first 10 minutes of the first quarter as he dishes to Kevin Love. That's something LeBron's been doing so well. As Love is on the receiving end, LeBron just dishing at will right now.
That is such a hard pass. He made that look so easy.
James, long range 3, got it, rattles it home. And LeBron is hot. Stevenson, Seraphin, little teardrop, can't get that to go.
Nice pass by Stevenson, though, setting up Seraphin for a nice little 4 or 5 foot jump hook.
And here's LeBron James, and he is fouled. Chance at a 3-point possession for LeBron. Approaching the 9-minute mark of this first half. LeBron James for 3. Got it. 45-32. The Pacers by 13. Paul George guarding James. And James gets the foul and scores the basket. And a chance at 3 for LeBron. And he makes it a 10-point game. 3-point trip down the floor for the Cavs. And now Turner. It's going to be a block and then out of bounds off of Turner. Cleveland ball. Nice defensive stand by Kevin Love, who is down. And LeBron kicks it out to J.R. Smith, and that one's true. So he got a couple of 3s after the last timeout. Shot clock down to 2. James gives it up, and that's Love in the corner, and that's an answer for Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving kicks it out. LeBron all the way across court. Love for 3. And here come the Cavs. Again, the shot clock ticks. Down to 2 it goes, and Teague looking for help. And that is a desperation heave. And there's Young again. Gives it up to Turner. Turner all the way in. No. And a race for the ball. Wow, what a save by Love as he goes crashing into the front row. Heck of a play by Love. And now James open for 3 in the corner. Look out. Cleveland is marching. He's got that look. Game 3 of this series. Indiana scored 36 in the first quarter, 74 in the first half, an all-time record. Nice pass. LeBron James sets up Tristan Thompson perfectly. Stevenson gave the Pacers some big minutes, and really, Kevin, the bench for Indiana was a big story in that first half. 28-5, the Indiana bench outscored Cleveland's bench in the first half.
Everybody who came in just from the I just see a foul right here. This could be a clear path. We'll take a look here.
And looking up top for the lob, Stevenson trying to find George. Wayward pass. And now LeBron James passes up the three, goes all the way in and scores with the finger roll off the window. Paul George for three. Love with the board. Here come the Cavs. And now Williams just in the game, rattles a three home. Quick strike, Cleveland. Long range three by LeBron, and he hits it. And a smile on his face, looking at the Pacer fans. It is a 6-point game now. James is feeling it, and he knocks another one down. LeBron James, back-to-back threes from long range.
And a 2-for-1. They're going to get the last shot of this quarter. Last two big, unbelievable shots by LeBron. Tough shot. Boy, again, long two there by Channing Frye.
And Stevenson for three comes up short. As good as Lance was in the first half, it has been a struggle here in the second half. And he's had the ball in his hands a lot in the second half.
And they're playing way too late in the clock. A nice ball movement there by Cleveland, getting over to a sharpshooter, Kyle Korver in the corner, and he knocks it down.
That was a great catch by Korver. Gathers himself and hits the three. This has been an incredible run by the Cavs, and James goes right by Thad Young. Scores it easily. 2-point ball game.
This is going to be a hammer.
LeBron just softly lays it in, and we are tied. What a comeback by the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James with 32. He and Paul George, a chance at triple doubles together here tonight. Swatted away by Shumpert. Here's LeBron James. He's got Korver on the wing. He'll take it himself. Look out! LeBron gives Cleveland the lead. And now LeBron with rebound number 11. 34, 11, and 11. James whips it back, Channing Frye. Yes, sir. Channing Frye for three gives Cleveland the lead again.
LeBron's just taking over this game, rebounding, passing, attacking, throwing back to the wide open Channing Frye. I mean, he is right now got this game, and he's by the throat.
And it's LeBron who gets the inbounds pass. That was easy, and a lot easier than Nate McMillan wanted to see. Cleveland back on top. Young and James, and a three-pointer is up and good. Timeout, Nate McMillan. Boy, the king has the crown on here tonight, especially in this second half. And they'll let it run out. It's going to match the greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. 26 points matches that of the 2012 Memphis LA Clippers comeback. Final score 119-114. Cleveland up 3-0.
Welcome to Indianapolis, the Circle City, a city with rich and deep basketball roots. But today, their Pacers' playoff hopes hang by a thin thread as the Cavaliers come to town ready to put this series to bed. LeBron James goes through and over the second-year pro Turner and draws the foul, sending LeBron James to the free throw line. Saw Larry Bird a moment ago as LeBron James got all the way to the bucket over Paul George.
He muscled that one. That was upper body strength all the way.
Talking about Larry Bird, the general manager, VP of operations here. Had a chance to spend some time with Paul George at practice, talking over a little finer points, and Turner knocks down the jump shot.
Now this is a guy that's got to get going here today. He averaged 14 points here in the year, while he's only averaging 7 in the series. And also, the rebounding is way down. The shooting percentage is down.
LeBron with 2 huge steps, Hubie. It was interesting to hear Nate McMillan, our pregame meeting, talk about the way in which LeBron just deciphered that Pacers defense and the matchups, how he exploited it. LeBron with a stroll through the paint and a finish with the left hand. James with 8 quick points here in the first quarter with about 3 minutes to go. And LeBron made it look easy.
He stopped on a dime. That's his ability. He's so quick. He gets down inside. Once he stops and you're committed, he'll wait and then go strong to the rim.
Williams the lob. James couldn't get the handle on it. Korver for 3. Yes.
Not a bad recovery. First of all, the catch of the ball with one hand was he made that look easy.
Williams inside to James for the easy left-handed layup.
Okay, right now, Williams is controlling the offense. This city has great pride in the ABA, 3 championships, and then in the NBA. always excellent teams, and they wanted to see them come out here and execute nose to nose.
Boy, we had a great view of LeBron's offside cut to the bucket and layup. Cleveland looking to close out the series. LeBron James with a nice cut again off the ball, Hubie.
Yeah, that was a beautiful screen in the paint. That was an excellent screen, and LeBron just came right off it, and then good that the player was looking for.
Paul George still stone cold.
Oh, there's
just
the
2
pass,
of 10.
right on the money.
James underneath. Somebody said weight room. And he muscled it in and one.
Look at this, right on the money. Now watch the hit. How about the hit right there? But hey, that's like, you know, punching a wall. He just spun right off the hit. There it is. I'm going to spin inside of you and take you right up in your face.
There's an extra pass, and Young couldn't finish. Love got it. That's a 3, and it's down to a. Well, they're up by 7. James staring down C.J. Miles. Going to take him on the block and steps through for the easy layup.
It's the ball fakes. The fact that he knows exactly where he is on his spin move, and then the ball fake, and then once I get a half a step on you, it's over. They want that switch. They want the switch of Teague on LeBron. You got to get this.
And they turn over James, and a chase down block. He erased it.
Now you can see Thaddeus Young was looking for where the defense is, and he slowed down, and that gives LeBron the time. Now just keep an eye on it. Now watch it. His head will turn. He's going to lump it off, and that gave. Once you did that, slowed down, gave LeBron that little extra half a step. Just a sensational block by LeBron.
And Thaddeus Young knows how Andre Iguodala feels now, of course. James with that iconic block in the finals last year against Golden State, and on cue, he hauls in the rebound.
So I hate to go back to what we talked about in the first quarter. Come on, it's the fourth one now on the break that they had that they didn't score.
And it hurts them at the other end because J.R. Smith high-stepping back after the 3.
You know, you made a point.
Oh, they caught him sleeping, Hubie. Somebody hit the snooze bar.
Where are the 2 guys that are back? Come on.
Stevenson wide open, the corner 3. Off the mark.
They've done a great job, meaning Cleveland, taking care of their defensive board. Indiana only has 7 offensive rebounds.
LeBron put his chest right into Paul George, and LeBron usually wins those battles. He's got 26. And LeBron with a block at the other end. Out of bounds, it'll stay Indiana basketball. Stevenson took the contact from Fry and finished right through it. Lance Stevenson has been spectacular today with 20 points.
Well, he's been the one guy that's been able to get his shot. And then any time that someone kicks it to him, he's been able to score.
LeBron James and 1. C.J. Miles tried to wrap him up, and James went through him like he wasn't there. Off the turnover, it's LeBron James.
That was a soft pass. Soft pass. That had to be a bullet pass.
Thompson inside, took the hit on the foul from Young, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pass. Working against LeBron. LeBron's stout defense, impenetrable defense by LeBron James, and a foul on Stevenson.
They got it now.
Turner trying to guard LeBron for 3 in the lead.
Oh, boy.
The king is alive.
Remember we told you now, coming into this, he's been shooting incredible in the playoffs. In this series, he's averaging 7 3 attempts a game, shooting 47%.
Shot clock at 5. Young got ripped. James with the steal.
Yeah, the contact came from the rear. Nate McMillan very, very upset.
Well, he followed up a triple-double, a 40-point triple-double with 33 here today. And a demonstration of mutual respect for Paul George as the Pacers season ends here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. The Cavaliers will have a lot of time to heal and rest and get ready for either Toronto or Milwaukee, which series is tied at 2 apiece.
LeBron, another first-round win for you, another first-round sweep, but a few close games here. What does it say about your team that you're able to close all of them out and where you stand going forward?
Tough team. You know, we knew that coming into the series. They had the coach of the month and they had the player of the month, so we knew we had something to deal with. But, you know, we locked in. We locked into our schemes. Our coaching staff gave us a great game plan going into every game and just tried to execute it.
Thanks, LeBron.
Guys.
What do you want to do?
Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, the home of LeBron James, who comes off an outstanding series against the Indiana Pacers, and LeBron and the Cavs will be facing Toronto's all-star backcourt and Kyle Lowry. DeRozan finishing strong on that opening round series victory over Milwaukee. Well, Lowry back after missing 18 games after undergoing surgery on his right wrist and suffered a back problem during the series against the Bucks. Love for three. Yes. Ibaka forcing and came up short.
And this is where LeBron is so dangerous.
And is able to take the distance.
And Marv, you have to get back and form a wall defensively, particularly when LeBron James is in the open court.
Oh, they double team, but it leads to this. Irving off the backboard for James. We talked about this earlier, though, in the first 3 games between these two clubs, they were not playing nice pass, and James plays at home on the setup from Love.
Well, we knew they traditionally come out in a high-octane first quarter. We did not do a good job making sure we got back in transition, making sure we got to the shooters. Again, we missed some good looks. We got to continue to play through their energy. We knew they were going to come out full of energy. They've been out for a week, so we got to withstand that run.
Well, as the second quarter gets underway, as you saw, LeBron James with the bucket and hits the free throw. He's had some difficulties at the line. He's changed his free throw shooting stance a number of times, but able to knock that first one down. Love with lots of room. Kevin Love from downtown. Oh, knocked away by James. What a play. Just batted it out of his hands as DeRozan was in the midst of a drive, and now James is fouled. He's looking for the shot attempt. Shot clock at 3. James, yes, from downtown. Cavaliers continue to hit the three-point shot. James gets inside. It counts as a foul.
It amazes me how Cleveland can just take you out of your offense. I mean, look, they struggled defensively during the regular season. They seem to be at their best. This might be one of their best defensive performances I've seen at times when they want to play.
And LeBron James feeling it. Now 8 for 14 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 23 points. That's his second three-pointer on James. It's back and he throws it. Juan Lou sending on Darren Williams. Kyle Korver chatting Pride. Iman Shumpert back on the floor.
Big question is, how long do you ride LeBron James with his comfortable lead as he knocks down a nice, easy, smooth mid-range jump shot?
Foul the ball back to Cleveland. James off the hop and score. Good pass on the bounce from Darren Williams.
LeBron, you got to pick your poison here. Either LeBron James one-on-one or double team. And when he gets it going from the perimeter, LeBron is unguardable, and the Cavs are very, very dangerous.
Nice move by James for the stuff. Put the spin on and whipped by DeRozan, and that will do it. Cavaliers in a romp, 116-105, led by as many as 25. LeBron James, terrific all-around performance, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists.
LeBron, you've said that the first game in any series is a feel-out game for you. With 35 and 10, how do you feel tonight?
I feel like I'd be a lot better on Wednesday. The 8 days that we had, we weren't able to get game play. So a little bit of rhythm here, a little bit of conditioning here and there that's going to come back on Wednesday. But as a team, I think we had great energy. And even some of the mistakes that we had, we was able to cover up for it because our energy level was high. But we'll be a lot better on Wednesday.
And as a team, you had 26 assists on 39 field goals. What did you like about where you were able to take advantage?
You just said it, Kristen. If we can do that, we're going to be very tough to beat. So we want to continue to move the ball, share the ball, make everybody feel comfortable on the offensive end. And we had a low turnover game too into the last couple, those last couple minutes. But low turnover game, high assist game for our team is a good DNA for us.
Knowing that you'll go back and watch the film of Game 1, what did you improve upon in Game 2?
Well, we gave up too many, I think, uncontested shots. We had a couple corner threes that we gave up, strong side. We never leave strong side. So, like I said, it's a fill-out game, and knowing what they want to do, knowing what they like to do. So we'll break down the film tomorrow as a team and be much better the next day.
We'll see you Wednesday. Congrats, LeBron.
Thank you.
We welcome you to the Q in Cleveland for Game 1 of TNT's playoff doubleheader. The usual capacity crowd, better than 21,000 turning out. This may be the highest decibel level in the NBA. They are pumped up for Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. It's the 3rd seed Toronto Raptors and the defending champions, the 2nd seed Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs looking to go up 2-0. Raptors hope to turn it around, even up the series at 1-1. One of those rare times that DeRozan was not faithful. Well, here it is. They blitz him. They did it all game the other day. Just looking to disrupt. Patterson has it knocked away. Stripped by James. Pass intended for Valanciunas. LeBron saw it coming. Goes all the way, and he's hit by DeRozan. Irving puts the brakes on against Lowry, then cuts the other way to the left hand, and the tip is good by James. Here is Channing Frye once again from downtown. That's his 3rd 3 of the game, and the Cavaliers on fire from three-point range. Oh, here's James. No question about his intent. The instant he caught that inbounds pass. Clover set the pick. James, and he comes up hobbling. Looks to be his ankle as Powell stepped in his way. It's called for the block. LeBron checking the clock as he has Ibaka in front of him. Shoots from 3. They are on fire from downtown. 7 for 7.
And LeBron right back to the same spot.
For 3 again. Dwayne Casey calls for time. Powell's pass picked off. Smith was right there. Here comes LeBron all the way. 16 for LeBron James. Here's James taking all the way, and he draws the foul. Norman Powell played so well in the series against Milwaukee. Looked to put a move on James, and had nowhere to go. Got caught in the air.
One of those possessions for Toronto, you got to get side to side.
Oh, the Cavaliers able to fast break. The Raptors did not get back, and we saw that on a number of occasions in Game 1. Well, the shot clock was running down, and now Kyle Lowry is down. Here's James. Yes, it's another 3 for LeBron James. And he has now tied Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as Lowry is fouled for 2nd all-time in terms of playoff scoring. Here is James feeling it from three-point range. That's his 4th three-pointer. He's 4 for 5 from downtown. Time Ibaka closes out on James. He shoots over him and fouls him.
He makes this free throw here. He'll step up to 30. And he does just that, but just 2 assists in the game. So when will he start to use his powers to make other guys around him better and start setting the offense up with the pass?
Lowry try to kick it back. Irving picked it off. Irving drops it off to James, and he's fouled.
How about Marv? Kyrie so intent on getting the ball back to LeBron James, he had a layup himself.
Thompson, it counts on the foul. Irving took it away from Powell, goes behind the back, and James with the stop.
I just want to say with regards to Isaiah, Marv, if I could, that if life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it, then I'm 100% sure that he has inspired a lot of people across the country with the type of performance and the way he's been able to step up in the wake of all that's been going on. Incredible stuff.
Here's Damari Carroll on the drive, and LeBron James with the block. James played by Ibaka. Trying to draw the foul. There's no question, even the way he went up, there was no doubt about it. Ibaka arguing the call. DeLon Wright. James straight down the middle, split the defense, and draws the foul. LeBron is 14 of 19 at the line. 125-103, and Shumpert will just dribble it out. So the Cavaliers do set a franchise record for points in a playoff game with 125, and it equals the most points ever given up by Toronto in a playoff game.
LeBron, you told me after game 1 you felt you could be better in game 2 after your performance tonight. I got to ask you again, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good today, and I know my body. I knew after an 8-day layoff in Monday's game that it was going to be a little rough on my body, but I knew with the recovery time, the one-day recovery time, and me putting in the work with my body over the last 24 or 48 hours, I was going to feel a lot better tonight, and it paid dividends for our team.
Well, you passed Kareem on the NBA's all-time playoff scoring list. What about this Toronto defense has allowed you to capitalize offensively?
I'm just playing in my zone, playing in my comfort zone. I know what they want to take away. I know what I want to try to get to with our team, and my teammates did a great job of feeding me, and I'm the one that got to knock down the shots, and so I just trust in my ability, and I was lucky to make a couple plays to help us get this win.
With such dominant wins in these first 2 games, how do you go up to Toronto and avoid complacency?
We're not a complacent team. We understand that their home court is very dangerous, and we found that out last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. We had a 2-0 lead, and we dropped 2 in a row on their floor, so we have to learn from that experience and get better going into this year. So if we play like we played in the first 2 games with the sense of urgency defensively and the ball moving offensively, then we're going to give ourselves a good chance to win Game 3.
All right, congrats, LeBron.
All right, thank you.
And welcome everyone to Toronto and Air Canada Center. The first of a couple of great games. Big basketball tonight on ESPN after this one in San Antonio, minus Tony Parker in Houston. That series at 1-1 tomorrow night on ABC, a huge one. The Warriors in Salt Lake City, Utah, taking on the Jazz.
Well, Cleveland in this series, they're scoring 120 points, but the shooting has been off the charts. They're averaging 16 threes a game in this, shooting 50% from the floor and 48% in threes. That's off the charts for playoff basketball.
And to think that this team came into the playoffs with a lot of question marks after going 10-14 in March and April. Never a question about LeBron James, though.
See, if you're not going to double team LeBron in the post, you're in trouble.
Boy, Kevin Love is out here doing work early. Kevin Love with 8 quick points to start the game. James got downhill and draws the foul. Valanciunas and Tucker were both defending on the play. We'll see who the foul call goes against. Here's LeBron James against P.J. Tucker. LeBron right over the top.
They're going to play better at home, but we got to be better defensively.
In particular, you said you expected a lot more from DeRozan and Ibaka. How would you rate how you've rotated and tried to contain them?
Well, we didn't do what we're supposed to do, so let's do it right first, and then we'll see how it works.
Thank you, Ty. Appreciate it.
Aaron Williams guarded by DeLon Wright. On the pick and pop to LeBron, who's been shooting the 3 very well. No time to spin the ball in front of Patterson, but he made it anyway.
Well, your point was excellent because he's shooting the 3 in this series at a ridiculous 54%.
Rosen pushing the tempo. Love with the block. Great defensive play by Kevin Love.
Well, because DeRozan was going so far away, he had to come back to his right hand.
J.R. Smith, all this talk about him defending DeRozan. Remember, J.R. Smith can shoot the ball, a well above average 3-point shooter. LeBron put the body on him and got the lefty layup with a soft touch. And now LeBron is guarding DeRozan, forcing the miss. Boy, Love wanted to hit LeBron with another one of those long outlets, Hubie. The last tie was at 18, and now the Cavs take the lead back. Irving hits his 4th field goal tonight. He's got 10. Korver with the fake, and that's why he led the NBA, folks, in 3-point shooting on 4 different occasions. Joseph inside. LeBron kicked it into 4th gear. and draws the hit. Powell tasked with guarding James, and now Joseph switches on to him.
Well, see, he wants that point guard switch.
Love, yes.
Come on now. You can't be that far away. When LeBron pulls up his dribble, you've got to get to your man.
With the left hand,
oh boy.
He's got a whole bunch of tools in that box. 2 for James. Tough step back.
Oh, boy.
Got it.
That's a killer. That's a killer right there.
LeBron, a little bully ball on Tucker. Drew the hit and goes back to the foul line.
You remember the score at one time at the end of the quarter was 79 to 77. And you look at it now, it's 11 to 3 with the potential of going up.
Cavaliers trying to go up 3-0. LeBron James working against Ibaka, stares him down, and that jumper is butter right now, smooth as silk. LeBron inside,
Pretty.
what a feed to Thompson off the pull-up, and the Cavaliers leading by 19 by virtue of a 17-1 run. Kyle Korver is definitely in the building.
Yeah, I would
I got
think
my
so.
Kyles mixed up
there. You go.
About 3.5 to go. James spun it around
There
like
it
a
is
DJ on the turntable, and he is working and making music out there with 35. Shumpert with the steal, and this
great
one is
steal.
cooked, glazed, and ready to be sliced as the Cleveland Cavaliers will go up 3-0 in the series on the Raptors behind LeBron James, 35 points. Kevin Love had a good night as well with 16. Kyrie Irving also with 16, and Kyle Lowry never peeled off his sweats tonight.
LeBron, a 2-point game starting the fourth quarter, a 20-3 run. What was the turning point?
The second unit guys came in, gave us a big push. Kyle, D. Will, Shump. You know, that lineup that we had out there was big for us. Double T stepped up in the second half and gave us great energy.
In particular, Kyle Korver was huge off the bench. What have you discovered about what he gives this team in the time since he joined you?
Well, the best thing he gives us is another true professional. Guy comes in every single day, works on his craft, works on his body, works on his game, and it all translates to the floor, so we all can respect that.
A year ago, you came here after winning the first 2 at Cleveland. They won 2 here. How, if at all, did that shape your mindset this time around, LeBron?
Well, you know, for me, I don't dwell on the past. I can only focus on the present, and that's what we did today. We knew we was going to get their best shot. DeMar had it going all game long. He had his pull-up going. He was getting to the free throw line, which we didn't want to do, but you know, he put the pressure on us, and we just tried to combat that by playing great basketball when it counted, and we did that.
How important to close it out as a sweep, LeBron?
Listen, we have an opportunity to do it. It's not about the sweep. It's not about how important it is. It's just about to go out and play Cavaliers basketball. And if we can do that the close to 48 minutes, we give ourselves a good chance to win time.
Appreciate the time, LeBron.
All right, thank you.
And welcome everyone to the NBA Conference Semifinals on ABC, presented by Wells Fargo. The Cavaliers taking on the Toronto Raptors. Cleveland looking for their 11th consecutive playoff victory dating back to last year. Boy, Irving just ripped Joseph, and here's LeBron, room service. James has been shooting the three ball exceptionally well in the playoffs, folks, to the tune of 49% and casually knocking that one down. Tucker searched his own shot that time. Powell tried to keep it alive. Great effort by Powell, but James comes up with it. 2 minutes to go in the first. James on the crossover and the finish. LeBron with 7.
He's been able to do that time and time again within the first 3 games.
Just 2 to go. They got to fire. Powell does. Not a great possession for Toronto. Here comes James.
See, when you're a point guard, you have to see the clock. When you're dribbling out there, you have to understand the clock and the defense.
You know, J.R. Smith has gotten a lot of attention as a good defender here in the postseason, but he can still shoot threes. Ibaka missed it. Tucker battling underneath. Threw it out to the wrong guy. Cavs on the move. James putting a muscle in his hustle and one. Already with 10 points in the ball game. 13-2 run for the Cavs.
Now what they're doing right now, Cleveland, they're keeping LeBron out there along with Thompson.
LeBron James on the roll. Somebody blew a defensive rotation.
Yeah, well,
Cleveland capitalized.
Well, look, if you're going to trap LeBron out on the wing, come on, you can't hug your man over in the corner on the opposite side of the floor. Oh,
And
nice
it knocked
strip.
away, well defended by P.J. Tucker.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
And DeRozan gave it back. Another easy one for LeBron James. Kyrie Irving, meanwhile, walking up court kind of flexing his left hand. Seems to have taken a hit or been shaken up. Kyle Korver is slaying right now, folks. He's got 13 after that three. DeRozan spins through the double, partially blocked. And here comes James. Nice time behind the back. Irving. Korver, that usually spells nothing but net, folks.
Come on.
Kyle Korver with 16, burning down the house here.
Tucker right there. And James makes a three with a hand in the face.
Oh, he's just a remarkable player.
Out of the timeout, an 11-point game. Can the Raptors lock in and make it a single-digit game? James backs in.
That's why Ty Lue calls the timeout.
Now, you just got to work now in the last 6 minutes of this quarter. You're saying to yourself right now, come on, we want to get it down to about 8.
LeBron James in rhythm. Another three, and he's up to 24 for the game. This is usually a very good defensive team for the Raptors. 6th in field goal percentage defense. LeBron and DeRozan on the tie-up. Scott Foster seemed to indicate jump ball initially.
Well, Brothers, I think Tony Brothers is making a call here. But Scott Foster, he was on the baseline. He had a jump ball.
James out to Fry, a little pick and pop action. And Channing Frye's been doing that all season for the Cavaliers to the tune of 41% from downtown.
Williams on a crossover. Gives it up. James comfortably fires away. 90-86.
Clock's down to 6.
See, they want to get the switch with Tucker on Thompson, but he fought through it.
Tucker right with him, and LeBron drills it anyway.
Now, in this game, LeBron is 5 for 11 in three-point shooting.
7 on the clock. James getting downhill, partially blocked, but a foul called as James crashes to the court. And one of those key acquisitions by David Griffin, the general manager of the Cavaliers. They sport the highest payroll in the NBA, but, well, it's paying off in spades as they will put the Raptors to rest. Well, and move on by virtue of a 4-0 sweep. LeBron James with his 11th career playoff sweep and an emphatic slam of the ball to the court. LeBron James finishing with 35 points, 9 boards, and 6 assists.
LeBron, they did not go quietly. How were you able to hold them off?
Team with a lot of pride. First of all, it's a country with a lot of pride, and then the guys that's on the floor are battle-tested. So we knew they weren't going to lay down. We just had to come out. We had to execute as close to 48 minutes as possible on both ends, and we was able to do that, Lisa.
Now they got it. They went up 1 in the fourth quarter, and then Kyrie went on a run of his own, even though he hadn't been shooting all that well up to that point. What impressed you most about what he did?
Well, he's also battle-tested. He has a championship DNA, and no matter what's going on in the first 3 quarters or whatever the case may be, he's able to hit that switch and get us some good buckets. Hit a 3 to put us up 2, got to the free throw line, and then hit a couple other buckets, so that was key for our team.
Another guy who's been around a long time, Kyle Korver. Big second quarter. Describe the impact that he had in that second quarter.
He's phenomenal. The biggest impact that he gives to our team is another guy with professionalism. Comes in and work every single day with a championship DNA, with a mindset that he wants to get better and sacrifice, and that's huge for our club.
So moving on, getting some rest, how important is that?
Well, it's important. I mean, we're an older ball club, and we got a couple of nicks and bruises from the first 2 rounds, so we get an opportunity to also get on the practice court, and that helps us out a lot. So I'm looking forward to what we have in store this week and get ready for our next matchup.
All right, thanks, LeBron. Congratulations to you.
For LeBron James, has been a dominating performance, with the Cavaliers winning all 8 of their playoff games. And for Isaiah Thomas, although playing through unimaginable emotion, he has sparkled, leading the Celtics, averaging 25 a game for the postseason. The Eastern Conference Finals are presented by the Samsung Gear S3 as we welcome you to Game 1. The Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Boston Celtics here at the Garden in Boston. Nice pass from James. J.R. Smith on the drive.
You're so concentrated on LeBron that you really have to worry about ball movement off of the ball. And if you want to get a pass, just make a hard cut. He can find it.
Thomas to the rim. He was expecting contact.
And that's a great job by the big fellas, not bailing him out. It's tough to make a layup over a 7-footer anyway. Make some guys earn it.
Oh, Love able to pull up and banks it home, and a good start here by the Cavs. James on the drive, hits on the reverse. James played by Crowder with that jab step, takes to the rim and scores. Here's James to the rim, and he's fouled by Olynyk.
During these playoffs, the Cavs are averaging 14 made. Well, number 2 is the Celtics at 13. So that 3-point game is going to be huge for the Celtics in this series to stay even with the Cavs.
And LeBron James off the drive. Marcus Smart has just checked in. Again, it's LeBron. And Olynyk now looking to defend on James. James goes right at him. There was contact, and LeBron able to put it home.
He is so good with that left hand.
Final minute in the first. And James again going at Olynyk.
He's clowning out
He's
here.
playing around. They have to put a smaller guy on, and there's no center that can check him. He's going to have his way all night.
Again, James backs up, now played by Brown. Goes right at him. Rebounded by Smart, but let's see. It will count.
So tough to come in next, and after LeBron has 5 open layups, to say I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm a rookie, and I can stop him now once a guy gets hot.
Touched it on the rim right here, so it is a goal attempt.
Took it off that rim.
Thompson gets inside. Tristan Thompson. James played by Smart. Smart has 2 fouls, and James able to hit over Smart. Smart goes about 6'4", 220 pounds. He's a good defender, but he is playing LeBron James, who just overpowers and goes glass.
Bully ball. Pick your poison here. You got a Horford trying to guard LeBron James, or Smart trying to guard Love down low.
James went right at Horford, who then stepped away, and a foul was called. LeBron waiting for Love. Looked like he was afraid if he were in the NHL, it would have been offside before remaining in the backcourt. And James puts the burst on.
They did the switch right there in the pick so that LeBron would have a mismatch again and have Horford on him.
Olynyk starting this second half, not having the kind of night, obviously, that he had against the Wizards in Game 7. Love right back. So Love now has 19 points as he hits a 3. Oh, beautiful pass. James for Thompson. Olynyk saves that pass. Olynyk flips it up. A wild shot. That gets the crowd buzzing. Here's LeBron. What body control. LeBron James now with 25 points. Love fires and hits the 3. James. Backdoor for Jefferson, gets it right back out. Here's Shumpert. And the foul is called. James is hit by Brown.
Let's see, Webb, did he get away with one? By throwing the rookie out of the way underneath?
Oh, the spin by James! And he is fouled. Isaiah Thomas defending on LeBron James. So James with the spin, scores, and a foul. Now Green defending on James as they clear it out. LeBron, all James from the paint, and hits. What a shot.
Goodness.
Wow. James 4-3. But getting back to the game, that's the final score. Cleveland 117 and Boston 104. So despite the long respite, the Cavaliers take game 1 here in Boston. They actually did it decisively. The final score does not tell the real story, and they have now won 16 of the last 19 playoff games on the road, including a franchise record 12 straight going back to Game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals. So Game 2 of this Eastern Conference Final will be back here in Boston Friday night and here on TNT. Let's go to Kristen with LeBron James.
Well, we haven't seen you in a week and a half. In a game that you never trailed, what set the tone?
Our energy and our defensive intensity. The game plan that we had, we stuck to it. You know, we had some laws in that third quarter that, as a group, we know we don't like, but the energy was there from the start.
20 of your first 23 points came in the paint. Is that what allowed you to find your offense?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, on the road, you got to be aggressive. You can't settle from the outside, especially to start off a series. So want to be aggressive. I got so many shooters out there that allows me to get driving lanes. I just try to put the pressure on the defense.
You've called game one your feel-out game. How do you feel now heading into Friday?
Yeah, it was definitely a fill-out game. You know, we kind of know what they want to get to. They kind of know what we want to get to. But, you know, after 10 days off, I didn't feel that great. But I know I feel a lot better going into game two. You know, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Congrats, LeBron.
All right, thanks, Kristen.
A look at LeBron James, who is putting together one of the epic playoff performances in the history of the NBA. It is now 7 straight games with 30 or more points, with the Cavaliers taking game 1 in a blowout. Tonight, it is on to game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals presented by the Samsung here. S3, the defending champion Cleveland Cavaliers with the Boston Celtics here at TD Garden. Nice pass inside, but Bradley came up short. Here's Horford backing his way on Thompson, and he rims out. So the Celtics have missed their first 5 shots, reminiscent of game 1. James goes all the way, and he's fouled.
Well, did you just see him shake Gerald Green to the floor right there, C-Webb?
And how about Gerald Green? He knew he was going to fall, so I'm going to take you with me so you won't have this highlight.
Horford going to the post here early, and again, not able to convert.
And this is fantastic defense to start this first quarter for Cleveland.
Here is Love, open, yes, hits the 3. He had 12 uncontested shots the other night when he scored a playoff career high of 32. Here's the lob, and LeBron puts it home. Green was Bradley trying to draw the foul. Love fires. Yes. Another 3 for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love with his second from beyond the three-point line. Good pick by Horford. But Thomas's pass intercepted. 2-on-1. Beautiful return, and Smith scores.
The perfect execution of a 2-on-1 break. Textbook bounce pass from both guys.
Olynyk with the steal. He has Bradley, but James back and rejects on the chase down. He got him from the angle. Jaylen Brown has just checked in, came up with it. However, a foul is called.
Oh my, what a defensive effort here by LeBron James. And Avery Bradley, welcome to the club. I've had this happen to me on the biggest stage. It's not right and it's not fair.
Oh, the lob, Tristan Thompson. That sequence set up by the foul by Jaylen Brown, who had just come on after the chase down play. Blocked from an impossible angle by LeBron James. And here comes LeBron. He pulls it up this time and hits.
I'm telling you, it is, if you study this league and watch tape, why would you put a 4 or 5 man on him? This is not going to work.
Over on a quick release for 3. He was 1 for 6 in game 1, all his attempts from three-point land. All deflected out by Boston. So here's James, yes, and the foul.
What a tough matchup for a rookie.
Crowder trying to slip it inside. Bradley is blocked by James. That's his 3rd rejection.
A little payback there for the play LeBron thought was a goaltender.
Beautiful pass. Aaron Williams to the cutting LeBron James. It is now a 20-point lead. It matches Boston's biggest of the night. Now Horford trying to defend on James, who hits over him.
But see, this is the problem. In game 1, he was going all the way to the hole and scoring. So now he has them fooled because they don't know what he's going to do now by making those back-to-back jumpers. Now he can do whatever he wants.
Here's LeBron from deep. That is a 3. And here comes Shumpert. James for 3. Yes. Make it a 31-point Cavalier lead. LeBron 18 points, 7 of 10 from the field. Jerebko from up top. So the Celtics are now 8 for 35. They're shooting 22%. Beautiful move by James, and the foul.
So, Reg, he's not top 3 in the MVP finalists. In case you didn't know, and even though you just mentioned that before, I just wanted to remind you that. because as we see this move, and I don't know if it's fatigue, if we just felt that, or if some felt that they're just used to seeing this type of dominance, but
mind you, this is his 14th. I mean, he's playing like this is his 4th year.
Many years before, if a bigger guy was on him, he may have settled for the jump shot. He's punishing you now.
Pour it on.
As is Kevin Love, who is now 6 of 8, 4 for 5 from 3. He has 18 points. And LeBron James able to post up, make it 70-29. When do you see a score like this? Johnson is now defending on James, who shoots over him and hits another 3. And the Cavs lead at 75-34. Tristan Thompson converts.
Shaq, before the game, tells he's going to give out, 15,000 earplugs. I want this to be the loudest place ever. And they beat us by 25, 30 points. But, I mean, we were down by as many as 40. This has that same type of feel to it where there was nothing we could do. Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, all those guys were raining down threes. And, we felt we were the better team as LeBron James. Are you kidding me? I mean, he is out here looking like Larry Legend shooting the basketball. And to me, people that play their best during this time, to me, means a lot more than the regular season.
I definitely understand that, Reg, but I would just say a guy like Westbrook, the season that he had playing every game, a guy like Harden, it's not fair to judge them on one bad night when the whole thing is, can you bring in 82 games during the season? And then, so I think it's 2 different seasons, and you should be rewarded separately.
But for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it has been a brilliant performance. For the Celtics, no answers. And the Cavaliers make it 2-0 in this Eastern Conference Final Series. And they're cheering the Celtics, for the most part, for the season that they had, finishing on top of the Eastern Conference over the Cavaliers, but blown out here after winning the first 2 series.
We got our ass kicked. Point blank period. We didn't come out with enough energy to start the game off 2 games in a row, and the defending champs swept us off the floor.
It was embarrassing tonight, and we're a different team, and I think as men and as a team, it says a lot about us how we respond the next game.
Some of the emotions expressed by the Boston Celtics following Game 2 thrashing of the series. Inside of the queue here in Cleveland, it's on to Game 3 following the consecutive blowouts. And the Eastern Conference Finals are being presented by the Samsung Gear S3. The Boston Celtics facing the defending champion Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Cavs looking to make it 11 straight wins in this postseason. James backs his way in, and Crowder took the ball right out of his hands.
That's the toughness that we're used to seeing from the Celtics smalls, their small forwards specifically. Good defense.
Kyrie Irving coming off a strong game, lost the dribble, able to recover. Shot clock running down. It's at 1. James gets it away. James on the rebound. They have another. No, they lost it. Smart took it away. A moment ago, Amir Johnson appeared to have injured his shoulder, as Horford is not able to hit. That's the reason you saw Tyler Zeller over at the scorer's table. LeBron had it knocked away, and Paul will be back to Boston. Isolated against Crowder, turns and shoots, and hits. What a beautiful shot by LeBron James. Horford wheeling in on Thompson, and James comes from the weak side for the block shot.
Well, Horford put his head down and didn't even recognize that James was rotating over for the block shot, Chris.
Now here's James on the move, and he draws the foul. The outside official, Danny Crawford, with the call. It's on Crowder. LeBron James comes up short. Celtics now shooting at 41%, 12 for 29, while Cleveland at 61% from the field. LeBron gives it up to Corver for 3. A 4-3 from Kyle Corver. Coming back after one of the all-time blowouts. Cleveland winning by 44 the other night. It wasn't that close. Here's the alley-oop from James. Derek Williams with just a nod to LeBron, who went on the cut and was able to play the lob. Pass from James picked off. Horford with the steal. Smart with a three-point attempt. J.R. Smith back on the floor with that rebound. Beautiful pass. And LeBron James has given the Cavs their biggest lead of the night. Here's Smith off balance, hits the three. Boston trying to get back into the series as Love fires. And here comes Smart. Here's James from the angle. Olynyk was looking for contact, thought that Love should have been called for the charge. And the ball is last touched by the Cavaliers. Here comes James spinning on Olynyk and gets the roll. James over Crowder.
LeBron James in pregame doesn't look very happy with his warm-up or his shot. I think he's been settled. This is the first time, especially in this series, that LeBron James is settling for those fadeaways and those jump shots.
I did see LeBron as he was taking the floor at the half, and I said, "Are you feeling good?" And he said, "Yes, always."
James thought he was fouled, does not get the call. LeBron on the spin, lost the handle, recovered, and drew the foul as Crowder and James come together. Crowder did not like the call. If it is on Crowder, it is. It's number 4. And LeBron, who has shot so well on the line in the playoffs, now 2 of 5 here. Here's Olynyk, who lost it, but last touch by James. Here's James on the drive, batted away by Jerebko. The Cavaliers were having their difficulties at the end of the season. They blew leads, had a 26-point lead over Atlanta. They saw that slip away. Next night, they blew an 11-point fourth-quarter lead against Miami and lost in overtime. Boston over the limit very early, only 3 minutes gone by on the fourth. James forced that three, and it's deflected out. Last touch by Thompson. This is the first game, and we still have much time where LeBron has not looked to take over. The steal by Bradley. Look out, James is back. Bradley missed, but it's tipped home by Crowder. James goes at Olynyk. Here's LeBron trying to bank it. Olynyk with the rebound. 4 minutes to play in the fourth. Good defense by the Celtics. LeBron shoots for 3. Thompson scrambles for the rebound again and draws the foul.
And on the other end, Reg, you mentioned LeBron. He's only scored 15 in the playoffs, under 15, 10 times in his career. He's 1-9 in those games.
Horford fielding for Thompson. Squares up, goes right at him, and scores! And he's done a nice job on the post. He's done it a number of times. 3-point lead for the Celtics. They double up on James. Here's Smith for 3. Yes!
And that was a mistake by J.R. Crowder.
Bradley with the drive kicks it out to Jerebko. Yes! It's a 2-pointer. Jonas Jerebko has been a major factor. He's hit a couple of threes. A clutch 2. James is on it. Played by Crowder. Crowd, you can hear, very anxious. Now Horford makes the switch. Here comes LeBron. Flipped it away. Shot clock down to 6. Irving on the drive and score! The game is tied at 108. Jerebko will look to throw in. Smart. Played by James. 5 seconds remaining. Bradley. Bounces home! 1/10 of a second remaining. Will the Cavaliers call for time? I would think they... No, they're not calling. With 1/10, you can only guide it in. You can only deflect it. So the Boston Celtics, in a major surprise, have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers here in Cleveland. The Cleveland Cavaliers are looking for a bounce-back game from LeBron James, who comes off an uncharacteristic subpar performance on Sunday night, while it was Avery Bradley who hit the game winner as the Celtics came back from a 21-point deficit, sparked by Marcus Smart. who had a career night, 27 points, including 7 3-pointers with Marcus starting for the injured Isaiah Thomas. The Eastern Conference Finals are being presented by the Samsung Gear S3. It is on to Game 4 here at the Q in Cleveland. The Cavs up 2-1 with the Celtics in a stunner, turning it from that 44-point blowout loss in game number 2. Bradley played on the switch by Love. Here's Horford. It's slapped away by James, but recovered. Nice pass underneath for James.
Going back to game 3. That's LeBron's first 2 points in the last 21 minutes. I don't know how long he's had a stretch of not being able to score, but a great sign if you're a Cavs fan, seeing him get an easy one early.
Nice move by Bradley, and now James taking that pass and putting it down. Timeout, Boston. And the Celtics have their biggest lead of the game, 24-13, just under 2.5 remaining in the first quarter. Nice move by James, who went to the rim, finished with the reverse. I thought Jerebko's presence in game 3 just turned everything around when he came in, particularly with those hard hits. We showed it before on Darren Williams. James takes it to the rim. So that's a good sign for the Cavaliers. He's beginning to take it inside. Oh, what a pass from Rozier on the bounce for Crowder.
Motion offense. You young kids out there, you teams, you can't play hero ball. It's better to come as a team unit. Guys keep moving, motivated on the defensive end.
Once again, James with the step. And LeBron James returning to his game. Here's Love moving to his left to open up the space, and he is able to drill a 3-pointer. Celtics now at 47% from the field. Here's James. That's number 4 on the offensive foul.
What a smart move by Rozier. He understood if he stood his ground versus LeBron James, he could pick up this offensive foul. That is a brilliant defensive move there.
Good call.
It is.
And the one guy in the building wearing green is happy. I'll make that 2.
Well, Marv, Brad Stevens loved the defense of his team in the first half. He loved the contest. He loved the ability to get back in multiple effort plays. But I did ask him about that 6:46 stretch when LeBron went out with the 4 fouls. He said, look, they still have 2 All-Stars. They're a very good team without him. They are unreal with him. Marv?
And LeBron James, David hits his first outside shot. Olynyk strip. James for Irving. Back to James.
Smart play by Kyrie Irving. Understanding LeBron James with those 4 fouls really has not found a rhythm. Not in game 3 and not really tonight. Here's the finish by James.
Nice pass inside, and James puts it home. An 11-2 run by the Cavaliers. They're within 3 after trailing by 16. James much more active here in the third quarter, and he draws the foul. Irving with that hesitation move. Played by Smart and played well. Perhaps held by Smart. Crowd wanted a foul. Smith for 3. J.R. Smith from downtown. James draws the foul. Chant of MVP for LeBron James. And he hits both. It's the first lead for the Cavaliers since the early moments. Irving score off the lead from James.
Stress the importance of the physicality of this series. Does it now meet your expectations?
Yeah, that third quarter did. I thought we got more physical defensively. And when we get stopped, we can get out and run in transition. So that's what it's all about.
Here comes James all the way. And that will count. It's a goal test. Basket will count.
And once again, LeBron James on a missed shot or turnover, putting his head down, not settling.
Jaylen Brown trying to defend on LeBron James. And James off the line.
That was the LeBron we saw in game 1.
James, yes, and the 24-second buzzer.
Well, safe to say LeBron James is back and more engaged at the offensive end here for the Cavs.
Love for three, yes! Kevin Love will hit 6 threes in the first quarter of Game 3. That's his third of the night here. James on the hop. What a pass for Tristan Thompson. 5 on the shot clock. James for 3. There's James. There was contact as Jerebko went flying and was looking for the call. Will not get it. Here's James. Oh, he's feeling it now from the outside. And he can put this one in the books. Cavaliers bounce back from the shocking loss at home, blowing that 21-point lead as they take a 3-1 edge. And the best of 7, it wasn't easy. Boston got off to the good start. LeBron James picked up 4 fouls in the first half. And now the Cavs look to close it out in Boston Thursday night. And here on TNT, the Celtics, of course, with other ideas, are looking to extend to a Game 6 back here in Cleveland. It is always a rousing scene here at the Garden in Boston. It's the usual sellout crowd, better than 18,000, and most of this crowd did not expect to be back for Game 5. The Eastern Conference Finals are being presented by the Samsung Gear S3. The season on the line for the Celtics. Cavaliers looking to wrap it up and head to the NBA Finals for a 3rd straight matchup with the Golden State Warriors. Smart met by Love on a switch, fires, no hesitation. And back comes LeBron. He opened up the other night by taking outside shots. Let's see how he handles it here tonight. Love fires and hits again.
This is the best we've talked about Kevin Love being comfortable in a Cavs uniform, especially at the offensive end. 2 of 2 already from downtown in this first quarter for Kevin Love.
Nice pass from Smart. Olynyk is blocked. Here comes Irving to the open floor with the handoff and recovered by James.
Coach Lou before the game, we heard Charles Barkley, as you see the great steal by LeBron, you heard the Cavs say we need to play with pace and tempo. That way everybody gets involved.
Oh, what a play. Kyrie Irving on the handoff to LeBron James, who put it home and drew the foul. For 3, way off. The lead out for Smith ahead of the field.
Well, number 1, how about the rebound by Love, who outlet it to James, who knew right away that Smith was streaking on that left side.
Nice pass. That's too easy for the Cavaliers as Thompson lays it home. Jerebko with a deep open 3. James with the rebound.
2 of 7 from downtown for the Celtics.
LeBron, it counts, and the foul on Jerebko.
Well, doesn't this look like the LeBron James, Chris, of games 1 and 2, putting his head down and attacking that paint?
Jerebko trying to go back door. Jaylen Brown, who was seeing some action, did not make a move for that pass. So Brown, despite the hip pointers right in there, and LeBron James making a beautiful move on Terry Rozier. Celtics take a timeout.
As Korver just checks in and knocks down a 3 here. The guy that's really been struggling with his shot. That's a nice sign by Coach Lou to have your sharpshooter see his first one go down.
Korver faked the shot, fires, hits. Able to do it on the move against the rookie Jaylen Brown. James, 1 on the 24, and he hits. LeBron James just did get it off on time from 3-point range. So LeBron with 11 points. He's connected on his first 5 shot attempts. Here's Crowder, tipped by Olynyk and missed. Had 2 opportunities. James. LeBron takes all the way, and he is fouled.
He's playing downhill.
Nice pass from Williams. And James was fouled. Upset that he did not convert, but he'll go to the line for 2 more. Cleveland with a 17-point lead. Make it 19 as LeBron is able to take that pass and put it home. He now 6 for 7, 18 points. Here's Darren Williams. Yes. Darren Williams looking good here in the first half. He now has 6 points. That was a 3 for Williams. Here's LeBron.
Did it matter?
He felt he had Bradley right where he wanted. And Bradley, an excellent defender. So 20 points for James here in the first half. Oh, it's LeBron James. And Olynyk in Game 7 against the Wizards was unbelievable. Had the game of his career. Horford off the double, had it stolen by Love.
Got to go right away with a mismatch on. You don't give the double team time to come.
And here's James.
Come on, man.
And now make that 16 points in the paint for LeBron James of his 24.
Think about 7 finals. Isn't it interesting that LeBron has to go through the Celtics to get there, and only other players that have done it are Celtics players?
Oh, the pass to James. Irving to James for the dunk. Here is James.
There it is.
Three.
There it is, right there.
Just passed Michael Jordan for #1 all-time most points in the playoffs. LeBron doing it in 212 games. Michael in 179. 5,989 points now for LeBron in his playoff career. Keep in mind, aside from the #1 pick in the draft, Danny Ainge also will have a very high pick the following season because they own the Nets' first-round pick. There's LeBron James going over the 30 mark once again. So LeBron has come back strong.
Now, has he caught Manu Ginobili in all-time threes in the postseason as well? He's got to be getting close to that as well.
Oh, my goodness. I think he heard you. He knows the stats.
I think he's getting close to me as well. It's Ginobili and I. We're up next for LeBron James.
The Cleveland Cavaliers headed to the NBA Finals for a 3rd straight season, defeating Boston in 5.
LeBron, you are undefeated in closeout games since returning to Cleveland, and you did it in a place that it's not easy to do so. How was this win so decisive?
We just came in here with a mindset that we didn't want to play more games. You know, we want to try to get this series over and done with. We know we're going to get everything that they had. Well-coached team, but we just came in with a fight and a bunker mentality on the road and got it done.
I'll let you get the T-shirt on. You surpassed Michael Jordan on the NBA's all-time postseason scoring list, but you're headed back to a 7th straight NBA final. How does the mentality shift now?
Well, we're going to enjoy this. We're never going to take it for granted. I've been very blessed the last few years to be a part of this league and play at the big stage, but we're going to enjoy this for a couple more days before we have to lock in on that juggernaut out west.
You speak of that juggernaut. For the 3rd time in a row, you're facing the Golden State Warriors. What's going to be the determining factor this time around?
We just got to play defense. We're going to face adversity. It's been the best team in our league for the last 3 years. And they've added an unbelievable player in Kevin Durant this year, so it makes it even more difficult. So they're going to challenge us a lot offensively, defensively, mentally, physically. But we have to be ready for the challenge. And once we get to that point, throughout the week, then we'll be ready to go.
Congratulations, LeBron.
Thanks, Kristen.
Guys.
Welcome to Oakland, California, and Oracle Arena, where the 2017 NBA Finals will begin. The Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers meeting in the finals for the 3rd consecutive year. The fans crazed and ready to witness history. Green's got Kyrie Irving on him. Ball poked away, picked up by Klay Thompson. He can't get it to fall, and LeBron James grabs hold of that rebound. James penetrates out. J.R. Smith, corner 3. That's good for the first bucket of the game. Well, whoever was banged up, and there are a few players, just about everybody is hurting right now at this point in the season as James misses. Irving the follow. Ball tipped out. Durant trying to get it. James comes up with it. James finds Kyrie Irving. Open 3. That's good. James now guarded by Iguodala. James kicks it out to Love. Right back inside. James realizing or not realizing was wide open and then throws it down.
And again, it all started with putting Steph Curry in the pick and roll. I like how Curry's showing on those screens, but a little miscommunication late.
Durant's second effort can't get it to fall. James rips down the rebound. James drives in hard, fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for the second time here in the first quarter. James, blocked but fouled. JaVale McGee with his first personal. James fakes on a three, fires and hits. He's been shooting 42% from three-point range in this postseason. Pass inside, Tristan Thompson finds James. A lot of thunderous dunks here in the opening period.
I don't know about this, but Rihanna just walked in front of me. Are you kidding me?
Of all the things you've seen, what most concerns you defensively?
Just giving up easy baskets. We know they're going to score and they're going to make shots. We know that. So we got to do a better job of giving up the easy points.
What about on the offensive end?
I like where we're at. 30 points in the first quarter. It's the best defensive team in the league. I like where we're at offensively.
Thank you, Todd. Mike.
Curry steps back. That's a two, way short. James blows past Durant, lays it up. 17 points and 8 rebounds already for LeBron James. Shumpert left wide open and makes Steph Curry pay as he nails the three-pointer. James silences the crowd momentarily as Golden State had scored the first 13 points of the period. James on the drive. Love, good look for three. Pachulia tips it. Love's going to try again, this time from the corner, this time successful. Back-to-back threes for Cleveland to get them back within 15. James on the two-point jumper. That's short, gets his own rebound and throws it back down. James finds Jefferson. Jefferson gets inside. James powers in. Easy layup for James. Irving. Layup, banks it home on a beautiful pass from LeBron James, and they've cut a 21-point lead to 12.
They had LeBron James #1 with all due respect. Larry Bird is #2. Kevin Durant is on his way to becoming the third best small forward this league has ever seen. And that's a heck of an accomplishment because we've seen a bunch, and we've got a bunch suited up here.
And the key for Cleveland in that comeback, especially in Games 5, and in Game 7 here at Oracle Arena, was their defense. Livingston will dribble it out. The applause will commence as the Golden State Warriors remain perfect in the 2017 postseason. An overcast day in the Bay Area. The scene for Game 2 of the 2017 NBA Finals between Golden State and Cleveland. Warriors another dominant postseason performance to take Game 1. Now we find out, how will the Cavs respond? Durant's first shot comes up short. James may have gotten a piece of it as Cleveland comes the other way. James drives and finishes. Mark, one thing for sure, the Cavaliers are not going to be phased or rattled by one loss. You know they're going to come back with a vengeance. Kevin Love inside, draws the foul, puts it up and in, and Love with a chance for the three-point play. Green has to fire, can't connect, and a rebound Kevin Love, who had 21 rebounds in that loss. James drives and finishes. Nice pass, Kevin Love with the finish. James with a beautiful bounce pass, and it's quickly 9-3. They've hit their first 4 shots. You hear the chants of defense. Their defense put on a clinic in Game 1 as Kevin Love rattles it home. And Love off to a superb start. He's got 7 points. Green pushes, dumps it into Pachulia. And Thompson with the save. James barrels in, draws the foul, shot won't go.
But you see the mindset of LeBron James in transition. He understands the mistakes he's made in Game 1. The adjustment is, I'm going to attack. Put the ball on the deck and make this great Warrior defense respond. If you don't have 5 bodies in front of him, you see an angle, you LeBron, attack, forces the issue, puts the foul on Klay Thompson.
Bad pass by Curry, stolen by James. Iguodala's back. And James throws it right down in his face. A thunderous dunk from LeBron James.
And I think Jefferson has to hit it at the ball. You can't let him get into the shooting motion if you're going to take a foul in transition. He's just love tapping him as he nails the three. You got to prevent him from getting into the shooting motion.
James inside, fouled, shot's good. The strength as McGee tried to stop him. And a chance for a three-point play. Green wide open, short. Fry, an excellent three-point shooter, drills that one. He was inside the arc. But Fry gets his first points. Irving was just 1 of 6 against Klay Thompson in game 1. Overall, guys he covered in game 1, 1 for 12. He is a special defender. Korver for 3. And that's going to feel good for Korver and the Cavs.
I wonder what those other kids think now. I'd love to know where are they now with those guys.
They want to pass there. LeBron James, alley-oop to Love, who has 13, and it's a 4-point game. Kyrie Irving goes backdoor. We talk so much about the passing of Golden State. Cleveland passing the ball brilliantly here in the first half. They've got 14 assists. Curry gets away from Korver. Inside to Livingston, stripped by James. 11 turnovers now for Golden State here in the first half. Curry sees room, stolen by Irving. James drives, layup, rolls around and drops through.
Yeah, and that's the difference. That time Kyrie Irving in the backcourt gets back into the play and comes up with a steal. Good things happen when you work your tail off.
Durant steps back, hand in his face. Well defended there by Kevin Love.
Excellent defense by Love.
James splits the defense, gets inside and finishes. Timeout called by Steve Kerr. Cleveland with another answer, back within 3. James drives and hard off the glass. Again, just pulling his way to the basket.
But he knows Green has 3 fouls, so he's attacking that, and that's a good play by Green to pull back.
Final seconds. Irving the drive, floats it up and in. Oh, what a shot from Kyrie Irving at the buzzer. Love backdoor, another great pass from James. He's 11 assists now for LeBron James.
I had a guy on Twitter try to tweet me and tell me suggestions to give Klay Thompson as far as a shooter. I got a word for you. Shut up.
LeBron James comes right back and nails his first three-pointer. Thompson kicks it out. Iguodala for 3. And James snatches his 8th rebound. 23 points, 11 rebounds, or 11 assists. Gets inside and gets it to go.
How good is LeBron James? My fault, how great is he? I mean, this is a special, special talent that we have the privilege to be able to see.
Thompson jumper. He's now 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Irving inside, gets it to go. Kyrie Irving finds a way inside, and it's a 4-point game. James jump shot, got it. 27 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds for LeBron James. And we still have over 4 minutes to go in the third. David West, another beautiful bounce pass this time. Clark can't finish, but Durant, the offensive rebound, poked away. Ball picked up by Darren Williams. Ahead to Irving. Finds James. James off balance. Gets it to go. He's got 29. Golden State trying to make sure they go to Cleveland up 2-0. As Thompson floats it up and in. And Cleveland looking for one last run. Curry finding room. Fires. Can't connect that time. And James the rebound. By the way, Curry has a triple-double. 30, 10, and 10. First of his playoff career as Kevin Love answers with a three-pointer. And Steve Kerr quickly calls timeout. Clark launches a 3. And now the Cavs will dribble it out. Golden State remains perfect. 14-0. And up 2-0 in these NBA Finals.
Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the defending champion Cleveland Cavaliers, who find themselves in familiar territory, down 0-2 to Golden State in an NBA Finals, hoping the return home can turn this series around.
As Mark said at the top of the telecast, Irving struggled first couple of games last year and then exploded. J.R. Smith knocks down the 3. His first field goal since the opening points of the series in game 1. Only his second field goal of the finals. James drives inside, off the glass.
To me, is a death sentence. Go what has been proven to work against this Warrior team. They're champions because they controlled the pace and ran when the opportunity presented itself. They're too good for me, coach, to run steadily against them.
LeBron James from downtown. Here's Durant, stripped and stolen by Kevin Love. Here goes James, one man to beat. Goes right into Green and lays it in. Green already with 1 foul. Didn't want to pick up 2 quick ones. LeBron James drills the jumper. James 4 for 4 to start. He's got 9 points. Tagadoris, James drives inside, and the foul. I guess he's okay. Thompson. Not that time. The rebound, James. Amon Shumpert has come into the game. James, pull-up jumper. That's good. They're going to review it. They counted it as a 2. McGee looking to post up, stolen by James. James drives hard and throws it down. Timeout, Steve Kerr. James with 15 points. A thunderous dunk to fire up the crowd. Tagadoris, well, they saw.
That should count.
Went in. Absolutely. It went in on an attempted alley-oop. I don't think anybody tipped it. It just went in on the direct pass, which obviously still counts. Korver gets inside and throws it down. Kyle Korver off the dribble. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the second. James has been hot early. That continues. Another 3. LeBron James with 21 points in 12 minutes. James against Durant. Inside left-handed. Looked like he mishandled it, but still able to make the play. He's got 23 points. James down the lane and lays it in. A little too far out to throw that one down. He's got 25 points in the first half. James drives and draws the foul. James double. J.R. Smith finds some space, fires away, and hits a 3. J.R. Smith 1 field goal in the first 2 games. That's his 3rd tonight. He's got 9. Pachulia goes inside to Thompson, misses the layup. James out to Kevin Love, steps into a 3. That's good. And the Cavaliers have their first lead in any quarter besides the first. Kyrie Irving cuts, and James finds him. 27 now for Kyrie Irving. He's got 10 here in the 3rd. Klay Thompson throws it away. There's James. Drives, stops, fouled, shots. Good, and 1. Tied again. He's got 30. Kyrie Irving momentarily lost it. Smith picks it up, finds James. Kyle Korver. It's good. Shot clock at 6. Good ball denial from Livingston. Oh, what a pass and another beauty. And James throws it down. 2 terrific passes and Cleveland goes up by 3. Irving finds James. James open for 3. Got it. 35 for James. Korver lines it up. And nails the 3-pointer. Curry is on LeBron James. Drives past easily and backs it home. James splits the defense, kicks it out. J.R. Smith for 3. Bang! Coming up on a minute remaining. Cavs have just 1 timeout left now. James with 8 to shoot. James pulls back, drives again. Kicks it out, Korver, corner 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Durant.
Incredible opportunity.
Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown. And Golden State takes the lead.
And they should get a 2-for-1 here.
Irving guarded by Klay Thompson. 1-on-1. Irving pulls back, steps back, 3-pointer. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound by Steph Curry. There's only about a 1.5 difference between shot clock and game clock.
You got to double and force him to get rid of the basketball and then foul.
They got to foul Green.
Durant has it. Korver all over him, and there's the foul. Kevin Durant, a great free throw shooter. And suddenly this building's stunned by a quick turn of events. Durant, 13 points in the quarter. Now 31 for the game. 9 straight points from Golden State. And with 12.9 remaining, they lead by 3. Love to inbound. Finds James. James blocked by Iguodala. Ball loose. Touched out of bounds by James. And it's Golden State ball with 10.4 remaining. Smith poked away, picked up by Durant. Cutting back. Wild shot. And that will do it. With 1.5 remaining, all Golden State has to do is inbound. What a stunning turnaround in the final couple of minutes. Cleveland had a 7-point lead here in the fourth, but Golden State stays perfect. A crushing loss for the Cavs as the Warriors take a 3-0 lead in these finals. It's the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers for the NBA championship. Back here at Quicken Loans Arena, where the Warriors clinched their title back in 2015. And now a different team with a special new player, as Kevin Durant already with 3 30-point games in these finals and a chance to do something no team has ever done in the 71-year history of the NBA. But in their path, LeBron James and the Cavaliers wanting to make sure there'll be no celebration on their home floor tonight. J.R. Smith, first shot of the night is a 3. LeBron James falling away. Thompson mistimed his jump, but still gets the rebound. Back to James. He's fouled and one. Here's Steph Curry. Off on his first shot. James grabs it. Kevin Love steps into a 3. Long rebound right back out to James. J.R. Smith tries again. It's good. Backdoor Kevin Love with the finish.
What a pass by James. Dribbles that, Love ignites the back door. Beautiful.
Kevin Love is open. Puts it in. Cleveland on fire to start here in the first quarter. They've got 24 points, 5 3-pointers. Green misses the 3. James drives, got hit as Iguodala and Green converge. Durant has it stripped. Here comes Jefferson. The Cavaliers have thrown a haymaker here in the first quarter. 46 points. James inside on a gorgeous feed from Kevin Love. This is the most points a team has scored in the first quarter of an NBA Finals game. 48 points. Against a team that's considered as good as anybody defensively in the NBA. Shot clock turned off. Golden State has been in the penalty since the opening minutes. So no foul to give. James barrels in and is fouled. Irving finds James wide open for 3. That's good. James drives on Iguodala, keeps his dribble along the baseline, back up top. Smith from way outside. Bang! J.R. Smith from about 35 feet. James on the drive, gets to the rim. Curry stripped. 8th turnover for Golden State. And James drops it in. Timeout Warriors. Kevin Love with a steal. James drives inside, shot blocked, still goes in, and a foul. The finals record for most points in a half is 81. That's the 76ers back in 82. Jefferson backdoor, nice fake. He was open. Now James is bumped. And they'll take their 24th and 25th free throw of the opening half. Kevin Love drills a 3-pointer. 13 threes in the first half. James drives and finishes. Durant catch and shoot. 3-pointer won't go. And Pachulia and Love get caught up. Pachulia very upset. James drives, scoop layup, pass to himself, and he throws it down. He went up in the air and had nowhere to go.
Caught in the air, nothing else to do, throws it off the backboard. Special talent with the ability to go back and get it and finish.
J.R. Smith wide open.
That's great offense, and that's LeBron James, the best player in the world, controlling the offense and picking his spots.
17 threes, now one shy of the record that Golden State had earlier in these finals. James steps back for 3 and hits! Jefferson gets free, and a bullet pass from James for his 10th assist, and the lead back up to 18. James holding. Shot clock at 5. James pulls back. That's a two-pointer. LeBron James drills it. He's got 31. Irving gets in the paint. Out to James, up top Smith. Three-pointer. Bang! By the way, LeBron James triple-double, his 9th in the NBA Finals, which is now the most. It's one ahead of Magic Johnson. Nobody else has even 2. And now the Cavs will dribble it out. Cleveland is still alive as Golden State's quest for playoff perfection comes to an end tonight.
LeBron, many thought this was a foregone conclusion, that tonight would be the crowning of a championship for Golden State. What did you like about the fight that your guys brought?
I mean, we have championship DNA as well. And, you know, we showed that tonight. We just kept our composure. We was in attack mode. We shared the ball. We moved the ball. And defensively, we're physical. And you have to be that every single game. So, you know, it's one game. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be even tougher in Game 5, but we look forward to the challenge.
LeBron, there have been 8 30-point triple-doubles in NBA Finals history. You have 4 of them. What are you trying to give your group every single night?
Anything I can. Any and everything I can. I try to be the vocal leader and as well lead by example. You know, I've always wanted to be a triple threat, being able to score, pass, rebound, and also talk guys through defensive coverages and everything. So, you know, I was there tonight for my guys. I was able to make a few plays offensively and defensively to help us get this win.
What can you take on the road that you had here tonight that can help you? Because the deficit is the same 3-1, but the challenge will be very different.
We know it's going to be very difficult. But if we continue to not turn the ball over like we've done the last 2 games, especially in their building where they're extremely good, they're extremely they're a great team, you know, and but if we can do that and we continue to defend, keep bodies on bodies, then we give ourselves a good chance.
LeBron, thank you.
Thank you, Doris.
It's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. The NBA Finals continues tonight from Oracle Arena, where Warrior fans are hoping a champion will be crowned tonight. But right now, LeBron James and the Cavaliers have other ideas. Owners of last year's historic comeback. Can they take it one step further in 2017? The Warriors, however, they're back home. We're in the playoffs. They've been undefeated and dominant. Can they finish the job this season? Steve Kerr, to use an old Greg Popovich phrase, says he hopes his team has the appropriate fear. Well, fear has a lot to do with trying to defend LeBron James, who gets his first bucket. Thompson misses. There's James, fakes the 3, drives in the paint, shot, foul. Yes, continuation, count it, and 1 for LeBron James. The foul is on Durant, his first. Kyrie Irving strips Steph Curry. Irving drives. The layup bounces around and drops through. James on a bad pass to Steele. Goes up and under and banks it home. And the Cavs defense turning the offense. And a quick timeout from Steve Kerr. 8 to shoot. Back up top to James. Thought about a 3. Now fires away. And hits a 3-pointer. James already with 10 points in the first 5 minutes. Curry to Durant. Open 3. James tips it to Jefferson. James. Again, LeBron James red hot to start. He's 5 of 6 from the field. 12 of their 20 points.
Why does your team look so different when Tristan Thompson is effective?
His energy, his hustle. He's the heart and soul of the team defensively, and when he's offensive rebounding, when he's playing with that kind of energy, we're tough to beat.
McCall left open, corner 3. Rebound, Klay Thompson. And Thompson can't get it to go. Here comes Darren Williams, pushing it up the floor, finds James. James goes by and throws it down. Durant kind of backed off a little bit with the 2 fouls. And a quick timeout called. There looked to be some contact. James certainly heated after he thought there should have been a whistle. LeBron James able to save that. James sets for a 3-pointer, drills the 3. His second 3-pointer, he's got 19 now. Pass inside, Thompson to Smith. James fakes the 3. Kicks it out, Kyrie Irving for 3. That's good. Kyrie Irving with his first 3-pointer. Curry. And James the rebound. 19 first half points for LeBron James. Williams, give and go. Nice play, and James finishes.
Darren Williams has played very well.
7 to shoot. James one-on-one with Durant. Falling away, shot rolls around and drops in.
That's a tough shot. And if you're Kevin Durant, you're willing to give up that shot.
James squares and faces. Shot clock at 3. Back out J.R. Smith. Contested 3. It's good. J.R. Smith hitting enormous three-pointers, and it's back to 10. Durant on the pull-up. Won't get the roll that time. James with his 8th rebound. Averaging a triple-double here in these finals. Fouled by Curry. Shot's good and one. LeBron James with a chance for a three-point play and to cut it to 5. James hesitates, throws it up. Thompson throws it down. Tristan Thompson with 15 points. He hasn't missed a shot.
Did you just see the pass by LeBron James?
Off the dribble, left hand.
4-point game. James cross-court Smith, three-pointer. It's good! J.R. Smith once again. He's 5 for 5 from downtown. James fakes, drives on Durant, gets to the rim, left-handed reverse off the glass. 29 points, and it's a 3-point game. James out to Korver. Korver for 3 is good. Kyle Korver, his first three-pointer, and it's back to 6. James fakes a 3, drives into Iguodala, powers in and finishes. 31 for LeBron James, and it's back to 8. Kevin Love wants to post up Thompson. Nice feed on a backdoor play, and LeBron James slams it through. The Cavs have another run in them. James drives, spins, and gets to the rim without any problem. 35 points for LeBron James. Durant, big mismatch, jump shot, won't go. Rebound James. James looks over the clock. Drive, spins again, quickly and easily, LeBron James. James spins, James scores. 39 for James with 2.5 to play. James muscles in and throws it down. And James rushing up the floor. Three-pointer is good with 14.2 remaining. And now Golden State can dribble it out. There it is, redemption for Golden State.